You think starting a business has to be complex, but it doesn't have to be. Now, there is a simple way to start it. And when the moment you get that right, many other things open up automatically. Now, for you as a beginner, do a pre-check first. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because these are certain things that have helped me already. So, and there's some of the things that I wish I would have done at the beginning, but I didn't do. So I wish I would have done them, hence I'm sharing that with you. So when you want to start a business, the first thing you want to do is have a small little pre-check. You don't have to spend too much time on this if you do not want to. However, if you do want to, you can spend a lot of time on this. Now, first things first, something I wish I did is I wish I understood a little bit more about who I am and what my strengths are early on. So what you should do is do a personality test. You can go to Myers-Briggs test and you can do a free personality test just to get an understanding. Now, it might not be exact, but just to get an understanding of who you are, what are your personality traits in terms of where you are right now. Now, the good thing as us individuals, as human beings on this planet Earth, is that we are constantly evolving. So who you are today, it might make a slight, small adjustment in the future. However, we want to focus on who you are today. So do a personality test, that's the first thing. When you do that personality test, what's going to happen is that in addition to getting to know who you are, you're also going to know how you make certain decisions. So for example, are you intuitive? Are you more logical? Are you more extrovert? Are you more introvert? Just to get a better understanding of this, because some of you, like myself, I didn't get a better understanding of this. My focus was just do big business. And you must, at the beginning, do some homework to get an understanding of the lay of the land that you are in as yourself. Then the next thing what you want to do is try to figure out what are the things that you like doing in the professional world. So there's an exercise you can do and you write down everything you like doing. This can be communicating, this can be training, whatever it is. Remember, it has to be all professional based. However, if you have certain things that are personal based, you can add that onto the list as well. You want to write this brand new list and on a new sheet of paper every single day. So today you write what I like doing. You'll fill that whole list up. Tomorrow you'll write again, what do I like doing, without looking at the previous list. Do that for 7 days. Then step 3, what you're going to do is that you're going to write what you are good at doing. Same thing, what am I good at doing? Write down that entire list. Do that for 7 days straight. After the 7 days are complete, you're going to look at all the sheets, the 7 sheets that you have for what I like doing, and you're going to find all the things that are connected, all the things that show up every day. Because what you might write today might not show up tomorrow. However, something that you truly, truly do like, it will most probably show up every single day. So when you write it 7 days in a row, it's going to allow you to find out the thing that keeps showing up every day. And that's the thing you know that you like. You look at that for what you like doing. Then you do the same thing for what you're good at doing. The reason why you're doing this is because you're going to start to use the information that you're getting there to find a certain business that might align, that might fit you, who you are, might fit your personality. Then you want to find certain businesses that align with those characteristic traits. So say, for example, you're someone that you like, what you like doing might be communication, storytelling, speaking with friends, socializing, anything that has to do with outline talking, training, for example. And then something that you might be good at doing might be training or coaching. Now you know that a business that might suit you might be something that is within the sales industry, might be something that has to do with communication, so something that allows you to face the client, to face a customer, to be face on, because there's certain businesses where your superpower role might be directly facing the client, directly facing the customer, or your superpower might be sitting behind a computer doing things like programming. But you're not going to know those things until you understand who you are and who you are right now. Because like I said, you're always evolving. Who you are today won't be who you are in 10 years. Certain changes will take place. So we look at who we are right now. So that's that. Now, what's going to happen is that The business that you choose after you get all these things done and you start to look at the businesses, and now you have AI, which you can use AI to say, all right, these are the things I like doing. These are the things I'm good at doing. Tell me the type of businesses that fit with these certain traits, characteristics, personalities, whatever you want to call it. And then AI might tell you. If you're someone that is an introvert, you don't like talking to people, you don't like selling people, you don't like convincing, persuading people, then you might do businesses that put you more behind a computer. That's just an example. It might be a coding type of business, a software, app, whatever that may be. Now, by the way, as your first business, try to avoid anything software related, app related, because that involves startup capital. And I'm going to share with you why I'm saying that. Now, all the businesses that you come up with, there may be businesses that do not align with any of the things that you like or any of the things that you're good at doing. That's okay. Within those businesses, there may be certain roles that align with that. So say, for example, you want to start a service-based business where you're providing a certain service. Now, you might not be someone that likes to do the service itself for the client or for the customer, but you like talking to the client and selling the client on buying your service. So the entire business you might not enjoy at all, but the sales side, the communication side, the account management side, you might enjoy. So within that business, you can already start to find your superpower within that business and position yourself in that direction, and then hire or get help in the previous direction. Now, because you are from $0 to $10,000 a month, you're not going to worry about hiring right now. I always advise that you start selling first so you can learn the skill. Now, quickly, who we are, More Life for All. If you're coming to this page, you might wonder who we are. We are a platform here to empower you. Now, we focus on helping entrepreneurs go from $0 to $10,000 per month. And we do that on the backbone of a sales organization, which means that we help you learn the skill of sales while giving you a platform to be able to sell, so that you can get the most important skill that you need to learn now. In addition to the sales skill, it also comes the communication skill. They go together because communication is a skill on its own. Food for thought. Now, after you've done all of that, it might sound like a lot of work, but it's going to pay you so much more dividends, because it's much better to take time and make the right decision than to rush and make the wrong decision and end up spending 3 years on a business that you made the wrong decision on. Talking from experience. So after you do all of that, now you're going to look for businesses with low barrier to entry. What does that mean? That means that it doesn't require money from you to start up, a lot of money, because some businesses might require a little bit. It doesn't require a lot of money for you to start up, and at the same time, it's something that you can enter quickly. So for example, you might want to start and I would suggest, now you know your situation better than I do, so whatever you choose for yourself is totally fine. I would suggest that you start a service-based business as your first business. The reason why is because people are always looking for a service and they're willing to pay for a service. It's the easiest way to get your foot in the door to learn business while providing value to someone else that wants to exchange their money with you for your service. As you're doing this service-based business, the service is already going to sell itself, right? Because there are clients that are going to need the service. But in addition to that, you're also going to be able to learn the skill of communication and sales while you're doing that. So there's two paths that I usually talk on right here. The one path I usually talk on is, if you are not ready to start the business right now, get a sales role at a company that has already been operating for a long time, so you can just learn the skill of sales. If you're someone that wants to take a bigger risk and just want to go straight into the arena, then you can start your own service-based business, but then take note, you're going to have to learn many other skills in addition to sales and communication at the same time. You choose what's best for you. I would suggest, because sales and communication is the most important skill, I would suggest that you take at least 1 to 2 years. 1 year is actually more than enough, just selling for another company. 1 year of just focused effort, learning as much as you can about sales. And then after that, the second thing what you want to do is that after you have found a business that has low barrier to entry, then the next thing is that you find a problem within a marketplace. Now, obviously, you're going to find the problem first, then provide the service afterwards. So even though I'm sharing it with you in this order, only for you to emphasize the importance of service-based business first. In reality, you're going to find a problem first and then provide a service for it. So just take note of that. You're going to look for the problem first, establish a problem in the marketplace that is ever increasing. So what does that mean? That means that a problem that doesn't look like it's going to be solved today, it looks like it's going to take a long time for it to solve, and then provide a service for that. So that's if you want to go all in on the business route for your journey from $0 to $10,000 per month. However, as I conclude this video, start with sales for a company is what I would suggest first. You can start with sales for your own company if you're starting a sales organization, and that's totally fine too. However, your first year in business, emphasize majority of your time to learning the skill and the art of communication and sales. I hope this becomes of value to you. This is something I wish I learned at the beginning of my journey. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I appreciate you and I wish you all the best.